What makes a man great? Everybody's talking about Lambos nowadays, talking about having a leader jacket, having money, this and that. That's nice. That's a nice byproduct, and that's very important. If you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, look at my other video. What is a real man? Because to understand what makes a man great, you have to understand what a real man is. It is not only about having the byproducts, but it's always about having the mindset. And with that mindset, then building these byproducts to only working towards your goals. And these goals are always connected with your mindset of being a man, of protecting for your family, of having kids, not only flexing around, having some bitches on social media. That's not the way. If you do that, that's nice, because I'm not telling you that having money is wrong. It is very important to have money, because only that way you can feed your whole family. You can be somebody that provides, protects, and do this and that. But just do it for other people that do not give a fuck about you, that you don't even like. Is very sad, and everything what a man should do. So let's talk about 9 traits that makes a man great. The first trait is self-belief. You see, I'm not talking about having a Lambo, having a six-pack. That's nice. I'm also talking about that. But these things are too obvious. We have to go more deep into detail to understand yourself more. And if you think about all the greats, all the people, Marcus Aurelius, Alexander the Great, Napoleon, even people that are great right now, Bruce Lee. Think about Batman if you are not into history. Self-belief is the number one thing you have to have. Because if you do not believe in yourself, even though your circumstances right now are very bad, like I was on 30K of debt, I was a nobody. I was still thinking of myself that I'm the fucking man. Like you are a nobody right now. That's okay. But you can change into believing in yourself, building new belief systems in your head. And that's what you have to have. I also made a video about how to build self-belief. Because self-belief is not about affirmations, going to the mirror and talking to yourself, putting something into your chest and say, I am that man, I'm that man. Shut the fuck up. Competence is confidence. So if you do something like running outside, doing your 5 miles, then going home, doing your push-ups every day for 2 to 3 to 5 years, that is competence. And now you gain that trust within yourself, because confidence just means trust. So to build trust and know that you are the man that you're talking about, and really believe in yourself, you have to do what you say you do. Because if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And if you want to change that and change your belief system, second trait is having a vision. It is always connected with the first trait, self-belief. Because just like I said, no matter where you're living right now, if you're living in a one-room bedroom with your wife, or if you're living in a big house, if you do not have a vision or a purpose for yourself, you will stay where you are. And it's connected with your self-belief, because if you believe in yourself and know that you're born for more, and that you could be somebody that has a statue of himself 200 years after he already died, then you are somebody. And if you have the vision for yourself, then you will be a great man. But what is your vision? What is your purpose? What are you fighting for? What is the reason for you to fight for that shit? What is the reason for you to stand up every day? Are you just competing against other people, or are you having a greater vision than them? You have to live in the future sometimes, having a vision for that future, and then building that shit every fucking day for that future. Because you will always be consistent if you know what you're fighting for. But if you just know, oh shit, I have to run right now because I have to run right now, you will stop. But if you think about other people out there thinking that they are better than you, your villain fighting against you every fucking day, do more than you, people doubting you, laughing at you, but you have a vision of being the greatest man you can be in your fucking bloodline, you will continue to run. And that's what you have to have. Next trait. The next trait is always about having courage. I always give the same example here, thinking about 2 people. One is Jason, one is Aaron. Aaron is a well-known fighter, 7 years taekwondo, everything. Okay? And then there's Jason, just like I said, can't fight, isn't really the strongest man. Somebody breaks in their house, and Aaron is scared as fuck. But Jason is willing to fight. That's courage. Being willing to fight even though you can't fight. And that's what you have to have. Yes, it's very important to be strong. I'm also talking about being strong, being capable, being this and that, having a byproduct of money. Yes, I like that. I love fighting. I love protecting myself or other people around me. But still, if you don't have the balls to attack somebody that is confronting you or your family, no matter what, and I know so many people think, yeah, I got the balls. Trust me, if you're really in a death situation where people that are way stronger, way bigger, and way more capable than you are in front of your face, then you have to ask yourself if you have enough courage to still defend your family. You have to. Trust me. That is the only way. Fourth trait is resilience. Resilience is about the art of failing and standing up again. If you think about it, you as a man get rejected every fucking day because you are a nobody right now, just like everybody. And that's okay. That's why I say don't be scared and don't watch pornography and don't be on social media too much, because there you get the dopamine kick. There you get the feeling that you are somebody just because you see other people being somebody. But if you think about it, if you go out approaching a girl and get rejected, it is hard, but you learn so many things. I also make an own video about that. Very important to get rejected and learn how to handle rejection. Because the thing that you learn is to fall and stand up again. And that's what you have to do as a man. You should do that. What makes a man great? Resilience. Very important to always stand up again, even though you fall. Like, it's not only about sportsmanship. It's not only about physical things. It's always about mental health. It's always about that mentality to still stand up, even though you just get rejected, because people do not understand how important it is also to be mentally strong. Physically strong is mentally strong, but if you're already capable of knowing that somebody's gonna say no, but you're still going to ask, that is very strong. Let's talk about the next 5 things that makes a man great. Very important. Number 5 is self-reflection, or analyzing yourself, because that's what most of the men nowadays are not doing. For an example, you have this phone right there. And if I let that phone fall right now, it will fall. How we know that? Because we test it. It is gravity, right? So you have to test and analyze things before you understand them. It's like going out and you know that your coffee is too hot. But you know, because you analyze that situation right now, but you know tomorrow you have to make it a bit colder for you to get faster to work. Self-analyze, very important. Or self-reflection. Because you know you failed. You know you approached that girl, something just went wrong. But now you just live by it. And you see yourself as a loser, as a failure, as somebody that can't approach women. Done. Wrong. You have to go out there and see why you failed. How was the reaction? Make videos of yourself. If you're doing a handstand, if you're doing push-ups, if something isn't working right, do videos, analyze yourself. Like, I'll do this video right now. I know my English isn't the best. I will look at the video again and see all the failures I had. That is important. You have to self-reflect on the whole day you had, because only then you get better. Like, how was my recovery? That's why I did run so good last time. And today my run was bad because I did only sleep 5 hours, but I have to sleep 8 hours. Like, reflection, very important. The next thing that makes a man great, discipline. What is discipline? Doing the thing that you have to do no matter what. Do not cry about it. Don't ask yourself why you're doing that, but just doing it. How can you get disciplined? By knowing that you already achieved so many things in your life, or overcome so many things, that this thing that you're doing right now is nothing. And you know that even though it wasn't physical, you know that you already overcome some things that people would not live anymore from. Like, think about it. Somebody broke your heart and you had the deepest depression. You smoked weed, you jerked off, you did this and that. Now, in this moment right now, you just have to run. You just have to run 5 miles. And you think you can't do that? But you were already on a point where you thought that you're not going to live anymore. That's the art of discipline. Doing the same thing over and over again. Another thing, how to build discipline, is having the same routine every fucking day. Because if you eat the same thing, if you know that you have to do the same thing, if you do the same thing, you will have the discipline, because it will be easy to just continue to do what you do every day. So do that and build discipline to become a great man. Number 7. Number 7 is emotional control. Every man has so many emotions on the day. Sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're sad, especially with being angry. It is a superpower if you know how to control your emotions. Nobody said that you have to hide your emotions. I only say don't express it in that moment. Like, if you feel angry, somebody's confronting you right now and you want to punch them in the face, stand still, control your emotions, and use that emotion you have right now, that feeling, later. Like in the gym, like building yourself, like doing something for your wealth. Use that emotion. That is very important. That is what controlling is. It's like getting energy and putting it into here, and not getting and get back. Get something, get back right away, without reflecting, without doing all the things I talked about. First of all, somebody has the control and the power to make you feel a certain way. Okay, you analyze that situation right now. Sometimes it just go into nothing because you realize there is no problem. But if you're still angry, use it in your training, in your anything, and then you can build something bigger than this thing that makes you or made you angry. 8 is confidence without arrogance. Very important. It's connected with self-belief, the first thing. Without arrogance. Okay? What is arrogance? Being arrogant is thinking that you are somebody without proof, without doing the things you're talking about. Like standing here in the video and say, I know something about mindset, but I would be fat, I would be a nobody. You would not believe in me. I would not know what I'm talking about. I did not go through shit. Like, all these things are just arrogant. But confidence is having trust within yourself by knowing that you're doing the shit you're talking about. So if you say, you know what, I know so many things about money, then show me that by showing me the results that you have in real life. I make money. That's why I'm not talking about money so much. I'm talking about having a mindset, because I was fat, I wasn't nobody. Nobody believed in me. I came from nothing. And I'm standing here with confidence just because I know what I'm talking about. And that's very easy to get. Be confident without arrogance. Being arrogant is like the break the addiction cycle. I also made a video about that. If you have too much arrogance, you will fly away and then you will trip and then you will fall down, just like Scarface. He was too arrogant. It's like, I like Scarface not only because of the story, but also about what happens to you if you're not focused, if you're not humble. That is what's going to happen to you. You're going to fall down. Not being arrogant and still seeing that you still have mistakes and that you're not the best man out there, but still doing the best you can do, you will stay great. That is very important. Last step. And without that step, no man would be great. And we would never know about these great men. Having great communication skills. And that's why I work on making videos, talk with you, and learn more English. Because it's very important to know how to speak to other people. Nobody will give a fuck about your message if you can't really talk. And if you can't make it understandable what you're talking about. So let's get back to the first question. What makes a man great? Let's sum it up. Self-belief is very important. Having a vision, having courage, being resilient, having self-reflection, discipline, emotional control, confidence without arrogance, and knowing how to communicate. Because all these things don't matter if you don't know how to bring your message up onto other people. So learn how to speak, learn how to communicate, and learn how to be the best version of yourself. A man makes not only his byproducts great, the car he has, the house he has, the wife he has, that's status, that's nice. That's also what makes people looking at him. But what makes him really great are the habits, are the traits that are coming with being a great man. So that's the difference between a man that looks nice, that has status, and a great man. A man that will have a stature of himself. A man that inspires other people to be better. A man that people remember 100 years from now. Be a great man and not only a good man.